Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. Don't forget to subscribe. Around 95% of you are not subscribed and you are returning viewers. So what are you doing? Hit that subscription button and that bell so that you know I'm releasing another video. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed already. I couldn't do this without you. Please remember I'm in the process of going over to a new setup, so sound might be a little bit funny and lighting may be a bit weird. We all know that the HBO series of Harry Potter is actually coming out in the near future. The one thing that HBO have been telling us is that they're going to be keeping this as authentic as they possibly can. And one way that they have shown that is by telling us that they are looking specifically for English, Scottish, Welsh and Irish actors, which is of course absolutely what we would call great news, fantastic news, edge of your seat news. With a plan to actually do a book per series, I'm really excited to see how they are actually going to be doing this. This is their one chance to actually get it right. This is the one chance that they can use to actually fill in the gaps that the films are not actually able to put into 2 hours to do. And then at the same time play homage to the actual films themselves, because the actual films themselves are pieces of art. And then a few days ago, a rumour started flying around that black actor Papa Asidu was potentially going to be playing the role of Professor Snape. I have an article from the Daily Wire here. British actor being looked at for a major role in new Harry Potter and fans aren't happy. British star Papa Asidu is reportedly being looked at to play the role of Professor Severus Snape in the new HBO adaptation of Harry Potter, and fans have made it clear they aren't happy about it. On Thursday, several sources confirmed to Variety that the 34-year-old actor could land the role of Snape in an upcoming series, a role previously held by the late Alan Rickman in the Harry Potter movie franchise. There is no word if Asidu has accepted the part, and HBO would only release a statement to that outlet that read, "We appreciate that such a high-profile series will draw a lot of rumours and speculation as we make our way through pre-production. We will only confirm details as we finalise deals." According to the logline, the series will be a faithful adaptation of the beloved Harry Potter book series by author and executive producer J.K. Rowling. There is more to that article, so please do make sure that you head to the link below and go and read it for yourselves. Now, I don't know if this was a rumour that was thrown out there to actually test the waters, or if this was a bit of rage baiting going on, because we know how people react to things like this. But it is definitely clear that this was not well received at all, and I have some tweets for you to look at. Black person here, I don't want or need a black Snape. Slytherins are meant to be commentary on elitism and racism, especially against those of mixed ancestry. They're written as antagonists to show why those things are bad. A black Snape defeats the whole point. I wholeheartedly agree. They have their own form of within the Harry Potter world, and that's Muggleborns, and they call them mudbloods. There's good actors, but forcing random black actors down people's throats doesn't even do black actors any favours. There will always be an unconscious bias of the viewer that they may just be there to fill a quota. As I read these tweets, I see that a lot of people are actually treating this as if it were a current fact. It is a rumour. Please do remember that. Of course, because when I read the description of Severus Snape in the books, Papa Asidu is exactly who comes to mind. Like, why though? He was a white-complected male in the movie. Why not for the series? If Snape was black in the movies and they cast a white actor for the series, I'd be like, WTF? Just doesn't make sense. It's not a issue. Now, a lot of these tweets will get deemed as, and this is going to be deemed as a issue, and any video that's going to be made reacting to this will also be deemed as a thing as well. Probably my video too. And that's the route that people do take when they see these types of videos or these types of tweets, and they just go, racist, you're a racist. But to me, part of actually being authentic is sticking to the books. Part of being authentic and sticking to it means including it within the TV series, and that is important. Snape is actually one of the few characters within the Harry Potter book series that has skin colour descriptors, and they're varying skin descriptors, and they are referred to quite a lot throughout the entire book series. This tweet has been making the rounds to remind people what JK's imagination was for Severus Snape. Here is JKR's sketch of Severus Snape from the 90s. Thin man with sallow skin, a large hooked nose, and yellow, uneven teeth. He had shoulder-length, greasy black hair, which framed his face in curtains, curling lips, and dark, penetrating eyes that resembled tunnels. And what you see there on the page is very clearly a white man. And sallow skin is not actually a skin condition that is commonly associated with black people. With the descriptor of sallow skin, it really wouldn't make any sense for him to be black. And if I remember correctly off the top of my head, I remember reading that he was also described as sour milk. J.K. Rowling is going to be involved with the series, and so therefore she would actually have to sign off on this. The question is, would she actually agree to a black Snape? Especially when she's been extremely particular in his description. We all know that Snape is a bit of an anti-hero whose love for a woman who died actually changed his path in life. J.K. Rowling has faced a lot of controversy in her time. Will she go with it in this case? Will she actually go ahead and support colorblind casting? There are other characters in the books that are black. Dean Thomas, Lee Jordan, Angelina Johnson, and Kingsley Shacklebolt, to name a few. How would it go down if these characters were made white? These characters will not be subjected to colorblind casting for sure, because they will have to remain black, because if you change them to white people, that's racist. Would you actually believe me if I told you that I actually think colorblind casting and doing a black Snape is actually racist? Now, it is worse when it comes to actual historical characters, but hear me out. We've got Snape's skin descriptors in the book. We know that he is a white man, and we have seen what J.K. Rowling has drawn as well. HBO want to do an authentic portrayal as well. And yes, they do have to have some form of diversity, equity and inclusion, but to the point where it rewrites people. Anyway, back to my point. The reason why I say that casting a black Snape and colorblind casting in general is racist is because what it actually does is it ignores the identity of the person who is actually being cast, in this case Papa, and it focuses on promoting and drawing attention to skin color of that person and the new skin color of the character. They do it all for the sake of DEI. I don't think that they should make Snape a black man. I think they should stay with his descriptors and in accordance with J.K. Rowling's imaginations. There are characters that already exist within the Harry Potter world that serve the norms of cultural heritage and the demographic that she would have written about in the 90s. Dean, Lee, Angelina and Kingsley actually maintain their identities and heritage without drawing attention to skin color. We don't even know in the books that Dean is actually black. We find out at a much later date, but it's not mentioned in the books at all. We found out from J.K. Rowling herself at a much later date when it comes to casting the role of Dean in the films. She told them that Dean is black. That's how they come to choose William Russell's son, Alfred Enoch. Let's just hope that she stays with her character description of Snape. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it. Like the video, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.